Welcome to Otofonix top tips and tricks to improve the performance of your amplifier. First, you want to make sure that you have the correct size sound tube. The Elite and the Apex amplifiers come pre-assembled with a size 1. There's an extra size 2 in the box. However, we also offer a size 0 and a size 3 if you have small or larger ears. If you need a different size, just give us a call or send us an email and we'll get the size that you need out to you in the mail. The shape of the sound tube determines which ear it goes on. The blue is left and the red is right. The units are the same. Next, you want to make sure to choose a comfortable dome. The Apex and Elite amplifiers come pre-assembled with a medium-size open dome. There are many to choose from: open, closed, Magit, and comfort domes. Everyone has a different shape and size canal, so you want to be sure to really find out what's out there and what feels most comfortable and gives you the best amplification. Properly seating your domes will also help to eliminate feedback and give you the best amplification. You want to make sure when seating the domes that you feel the domes completely cover each disc. You can actually feel the dome pop over each of the 3 discs. And when seated fully, rotating the dome to make sure that it's sliding around those discs. Do not press the silicone dome beyond the tip of the thin sound tube. Clean your domes daily. Using the cleaning kit included, take your brush to eliminate wax impactions on the tip of the dome. Use the wire loop to scoop out any wax that may be stuck inside of the dome. Rolling the dome around in your fingers in water is another good way to help release impacted wax. Microfiber towels are great to use to eliminate fine dust and debris. You should get in the habit of checking the domes and the tips of the sound tubes daily to check for wax impactions. Again, using the wire loop and brush to clean the domes. Checking the tubes for kinks is important. Kinks will also obstruct sound and make it seem like your amplifier has stopped functioning. Here's an example of an obstructed kinked sound tube. You can see where the kink is, how it would completely block off sound from traveling through the amplifier. This example is ketchup, not real earwax, but it's a good example. You can see how the monofilament presses the impaction out. When unobstructing those sound tubes, as you pull that monofilament all the way through, spiral it out so as to catch any remaining wax or debris that may be clinging to the side of that tube. It's a good idea to run your monofilament through your thin sound tube twice. This is an example of a real wax obstruction. At first it's hard to see, but once you push the monofilament through the entire sound tube, you'll see just at the tip of that thin sound tube there is a tiny grain of sand size obstruction of wax. It's just enough to block the sound from coming through from the amplifier through the dome. Again, pulling that monofilament all the way through, spiraling as you do so. Once you're finished, you'd want to clean that monofilament off with a microfiber towel, maybe a little bit of alcohol in it so that it's ready to clean your thin sound tube next time. Along with a microfiber towel, a little bit of alcohol, I like to keep handy some gloves and extra fishing line. 0.6 millimeter diameter fishing line will be sufficient to replace the monofilament that's included in your cleaning kit. Cleaning your actual amplifier is extremely important. You want to make sure to get out all the dust and debris and oil from the cracks and, for example, the microphone slots on top, the rocker switch in the middle, and the battery door. See here that the flat plus side of the battery lines up with the plus side on the battery door that's on the same side as the Otofonix unit. Battery testers are a great accessory. They let you know what you're working with your current battery, and maybe you'll find out that you need to take an extra battery for the day if you're running a bit low. Dehumidifiers are a great accessory to invest in. Moisture can be dangerous to the small components and electronics within the amplifier units. So when you take it off at night and open the battery door to turn it off, you want to be sure to place it in a dehumidifier for optimal performance. Removing impacted wax is important for maximum amplification. If you haven't had a chance to get to your local ENT to professionally have the wax removed, there are products that you can use at home like Debrox or Earwax MD. We highly recommend cleaning your ears out thoroughly before you first try our amplifiers. If you do experience any discomfort in the canals, you can use Miracell for a bit of conditioning. Now, how to put these things on your ears. Facing the amplifier towards you, hooking it over your finger on the same side that you want to put it in, pull up on the cartilage in the back of the ear and press the opposite hand down into that dome to seat it into the canal. When pulling on the cartilage in the back of the ear, it helps to straighten the canal and seat that dome properly. Then go ahead and tuck the stabilizer bar into the bowl of the ear. I'm going to demonstrate the same thing on the left ear, facing the amplifier towards you. Get the thin sound tube hooked over the ear, tug up on the cartilage, seat the dome, release the cartilage, tuck in the stabilizer bar, and adjust your volume and program from behind, not from the top, because you're likely to get feedback if you cover that microphone on top. To remove, simply pull on that little tail of the stabilizer bar to take the dome out of the ear. Then, grabbing onto the unit itself, take it off, always checking for wax buildup in those domes and tubes when removing the amplifiers.